I'm Rachel Bowman. I'm the Chief Advancement Officer at the YMCA of Coastal Georgia, and we have been so excited to participate in the Donor by Design annual campaign cohort in this last year. It's been instrumental, I think, for our YMCA in a lot of ways. One, just being able to kind of take a look at our strategy for annual campaign, figure out maybe what was working that was good and what was working that maybe could be done better, or working a little bit smarter, maybe you could say, especially when we had done a strategic move around actually doing a major gifts division last year in our annual campaign and seeing the success and growth in that area, and realized that we're probably starting to scratch the surface on something that could be lifted up to be a lot more successful. So I think for us, the ability to kind of leverage direct response to lift up what I like to call the underbelly of the campaign, and alleviate some of the stress to allow branches and the corporate office also to really focus on some prospects who could make a difference, not just in a one-year commitment, but over it maybe even as many as 3-year commitment. I think has been really important. The other important piece too, I think, is strategizing a different way to think about our cause and how we talk about it. And for so many years we had, brochures and case statements and things we would take out that didn't really lead to a meaningful conversation. And I feel like the work done to create the cause cards was very impactful in helping us to better understand the impact of our programs and being able to better talk with donors and prospective donors about our case for support. So we've been focusing a lot on our culture of philanthropy and really reconnecting with past generations of supporters in our Y. And even though we're 165 years old almost, our philanthropic efforts really have taken off in the last 20 to 30 years. However, there's obviously a lot of families in the back end that were connected with our Y at some point. And so for us, we wanted to really peel back all the layers and get down to the basics of why people love the Y and really reconnect with them, which for us meant meaningful, across the table conversations in a space where people would have them and be willing to share why they love the Y, or why it was that they were connected, or even just reintroduce their family to the concept of the Y. And so I think for us, the timing and having the ability to kind of create the space for those conversations and not be in this rush to raise the annual campaign goal in an 8-week period has been really important, because fundraising happens, philanthropy happens every day of the year. And just because we're on a timeline doesn't mean our funders or our potential donors are on that timeline with us. And so I think what it's done is create a more year-round, cause-driven, focused drive on philanthropy versus this fast-track microwave method.